This is a pretty tough laptop stand. Let's check it out. Dave Taylor here, and I'm checking out this. This is the Boyata laptop stand, and it's made out of aluminum, and it is tough and strong and pretty darn sweet. So let me give you a quick tour. On the bottom and on the top and on the lips are anti-slip silicone pads, so you can put this on the most precious of surfaces and it won't move and it won't mar and it won't scratch. And same for your laptop, obviously. So laptop, you can put it on like that, open it up, and you're ready to go. Now, here's the thing, is that it actually is a multi-angle stand, as you would expect, right? So it is strong, it is tough, and especially fresh out of the box, it is pretty tight. So it takes a little bit of muscle to get it to be at the angle you want, but that's kind of the trade-off, because on the one hand, it would be nice to have it be maybe a little bit easier to move around, but on the other hand, once you get it to a position, it ain't going anywhere. It's gonna stay right there. Even if I put a really heavy laptop on it, nothing's gonna move. It's gonna be nice and solid. If someone knocks it, it's not gonna fall. There's a lot of flimsy laptop stands out there that their goal is to be as small and slim, as unnoticeable as possible, but they're not very strong. This sort of has a whole different design sense where it's just like, we're gonna give you this tough, strong device. And turns out that ergonomically, this is really good. So if I open up my laptop, one of the things that you notice, let me turn it sideways so you can see a little better, but one of the things that you notice is that my camera now, which is at the top of the screen, is the same height as the bridge of my nose. That is a best practice for doing video chats or video conferences. So that plus an external keyboard, if I turn this back like this is a really pretty optimal setup for me to be able to work and type and be able to see without crunching my shoulders and without having my head going down. So this actually encourages good posture. So it's less fatiguing to use your computer like this. Now, using the keyboard at this position, well, that's a little bit of a different story, and that definitely is going to feel a little awkward, but that's something you might also just get used to. Now, one concern people have is, well, the little lip on the bottom's kind of sticking out over and the laptop itself. Is that an issue? And my answer to that would be, if your keyboard's far enough up, which most of them are, then your hand is so far away from that anyway, it really is a non-issue. And I really like that even if I shake this, if there's like an earthquake or something, my laptop's not gonna slide off and this thing's not gonna slide off the table. This is tough, tough, tough. And that's exactly what I want. So, all right, let me show you. It has, as I said, it's these two hinges here, and if I turn it upside down temporarily, you maybe get a better sense of how it all works. It is requiring me to use some muscle here to get this thing to work, but nothing untoward. It's possible that my grandmother might not appreciate this and she might struggle to get it to be exactly the position she wants, but once she gets there, she's not going to move it, and it's going to just stay in that position. Even if she puts it aside or something, it's going to be ready to roll, and it's not going to move. And I think that's a worthy trade-off. Great. Now, let me give you some dimensions. So it is 12.6 inches by 11 inches by 2.2 inches, and it is fairly heavy. It's 3 pounds. So that might be a third to a half of the weight of your laptop. But again, this is aluminum. This is not made out of cardboard. It's not made out of wood. It's not made out of some really, really super light material that doesn't give you strength and rigidity. This is a tough device, a tough solution to the problem. And I think it's a pretty good one too. So, there's lots of different ways you can use it. You can use it much more modestly with just a little bit of a tilt, and then that just gives you a different angle and a different way to work with your computer. Something like that can be really pretty nice, and you can see here it's a nice angle, it's a nice orientation, makes it a very different experience to be using your laptop actually, and it supports anywhere from an 11-inch to a 17-inch laptop. And I have a MacBook Pro on here. It definitely feels like I could have a laptop that's 10 times the weight and this thing would still work fine. So whatever it is you have, even if you have one of those big heavy duty gamer laptops, this is going to work fine. And of course, this huge heat hole in the middle is going to help dissipate heat, as does the aluminum too. So if you want to have it, if your computer is sitting like this, then all that heat has nowhere to go underneath. It just sort of heats up the surface. While here, there's like a big heat sink. So the whole thing is really good if you have problems with your gaming computer heating up. This can solve that. Very nice. All right, not much else to tell you about it other than the price and the colors. But before we get there, let me ask if you could subscribe to my channel. Really appreciate when you do that. And it's just a click or a tap on that red subscribe button. Great, thank you. All right, one more shot then. This is the Boyata laptop stand, and it comes in black or gold or pink or silver. This is obviously the silver, or space gray. And the price varies depending on what color you choose. It ranges from $34.99 to $46.99 at Amazon.com. So you're going to have to make the decision of how much are you willing to pay for that favorite color. So have a look, see what you think. In terms of laptop stands, this is kind of the last one you'll ever buy. It's not super portable. It's not super easy to work with, but once you get it in the right position, this is just rock solid. Really, really like the way they designed it. Oh, and while you're on Amazon, have a look at their ratings for this product. They have 7,600 reviews and it's 5 stars all across the board. People love this thing and there's a good reason for it. It might take a little bit of muscle to get it into the position you want, but once it's there, this thing is gonna work forever. I'm pretty sure they're gonna unearth these in 100 years or 1,000 years and say, what are these things? This is very curious. Why would they not have computers built into their heads? But for now, we have laptops. Having a laptop stand is a win. And that's all I got. I'll hope to catch you in my next video.